Never know how much I love you, never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, you know the moon lights up the night. Well, hey, I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever.
Well, for decades, literally decades, I have been told by my audiences that I look and sound like Peggy Lee. In fact, people have approached me after my regular shows and said, have you any idea how much you look and sound like Peggy Lee? And of course, in my 20s, my response was, Peggy here. The difference between trying to be Peggy Lee and doing a tribute to Peggy Lee is the joy in being able to share the stories about Peggy Lee and the comfort of me being able to be Mindy Simmons singing Peggy Lee material.
Now, do you remember this song? Now, my mother taught me this song when we were traveling across the country. We would move quite often with the Navy, and when my siblings and I would start fighting, my mother would say, be quiet. Everybody be quiet. We're going to sing. And so she would teach us songs, and this is one that she taught us. Remember this? Oh, little playmate, come out and play with me. Climb up my apple tree and bring your dollies 3. Holler down my rain barrel, slide down my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore. Were you in the car with us? That was fabulous. Well, now, finding Peggy Lee doing a version of something like that is quite different. This is how Peggy interprets that song. I don't wanna play in your yard. I don't like you anymore. You'll be sorry when you see me sliding down our cellar door. You can't holler down our rainbow. You can't climb our apple tree. I don't wanna play in your yard if you can't be good to me.
What Peggy Lee has a natural tendency to do is to start a phrase behind the beat, which I do as well. I'll wait until the musicians play one, and then I start the phrasing, which was very unique to Peggy Lee's style, and is also something that how I interpret music. So it comes very naturally for me to articulate singing phrases the way she did.
You go to my head and you linger like a haunting refrain, and I find you spinning round in my brain like the bubbles in a glass of champagne.
The reaction that I get is very positive, and it delights me to have people come up to me and say, you know, I saw Peggy Lee at Basin Street East in the 50s, or I saw Peggy Lee sing at Carnegie Hall, or I saw her on the Dean Martin show, and you do sound so much like her, and you do look like her. And to have people share the stories that they have personally about Peggy Lee helps me grow in my knowledge of who she was. She was quite an extraordinary woman.
And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, is that all there is to a Peggy Lee tribute? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is, and angels on your pillow.